Member for Bass, Mr Ferguson.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Tonight I want to speak about men's mental health because I believe our men are in trouble and we need each other. We love and appreciate the women in our lives, but as men we also need to look after ourselves and we need to look after one another. Tonight I intend to speak plainly and honestly because this issue demands it. This is not abstract, it's real. Late last year, far too many men in northern Tasmania died by suicide. The impact on their families and communities, we've seen it, it's been profound. It's affected so many. For many tradies and people in business in our region, that pain has been compounded by repeated tragedies within the same peer groups and social circles. So this is very real and it's life and death. It affects our mates, our brothers, our fathers, our sons, and the bloke standing next to us. Please listen carefully to these statistics. In 2024, 31 people died on our roads. Tragedies. In the same year, 81 Tasmanians died by suicide. 59 were men, 22 were women. Every one of those lives matter. And both figures represent tragedy. But that comparison is very confronting. 31 road deaths, 81 suicides, and around 3/4 are men. This is one of the leading causes of death for men in their younger and middle years. I believe we need to let that sink in. This is not a fringe issue. No one's saying that it is. But I want to say it's a crisis. More than half of Australian men say they've experienced mental health challenges. Yet us men are less likely than women to reach out and ask for help. Only a minority say that they would reach out to a professional, and many say they would not seek help from anyone at all. And why is that? I personally believe there are several reasons, but for me one does stand out. We don't want to burden others, especially those we feel responsible for and we feel it's our job to protect. We want to carry the burden for others, for the people that we love, not lighten our load. Back the other way. But that instinct, while an awesome quality of good men, can also be dangerous. No man truly wants to end his life. I know that, I believe that. But I also believe that he wants to end the pain. And when that pain feels relentless, silence can take hold. So what do? Well, I believe we bring this issue out of the shadows. We listen, we take men's struggles seriously, and we create chances for honest conversations. A chance when a man can say, I'm not okay, without feeling like he's failed, or even failed twice. Because when that happens, things do shift. When a man speaks and a mate looks him in the eye and says, I understand, or even me too, he is no longer alone. And also some of the weight, that weight will lift. And I believe that's where hope can begin, with a real conversation. And so that's why the work of Spoke to a Bloke matters so much. It was born from loss, from the death of a mate, Nick Dunn, who felt he had no one to talk to. What began as a simple walk in his memory between a few mates has grown into something far greater, from 4 men to 6, to now thousands walking together last month. It's not about experts or programs, and there's an important role for those, but this is about mateship, real conversations that are natural and genuine. Tonight, I really want to especially acknowledge Jamie Campbell and his wife Nerida, together with their daughters Georgia and Laura, volunteers and supporters, for bringing Spoke to a Bloke to our local community in Launceston. Jamie wants me to thank others, the co-founders Matt, Paul and Scott, for their amazing team, for giving Jamie the opportunity to become an ambassador for this great organisation. Jamie also thanks every bloke who walked, including Richie, Peter and Matt. I joined that walk along with about 35 others in the early morning darkness. The conversations that we had along the way are ones I really will carry with me for life. I walked for Matthew. Speak to a bloke, check in on your mates, start the conversation, make it a real conversation, and please be the bloke who's willing to be real in return. Congratulations to Jamie and your colleagues and all the team at Spoke to a Bloke.